here's the problem for Jeep, Dodge, Ram. Like they're hurling towards bankruptcy.
It is an understatement to say that H1 2024 results were disappointing and humbling.
I mean, their stock price, just look at their stock price.
Shares have fallen by more than half.
Over the last 6 months, it's gone down by 50%.
Profits have fallen by nearly 50% and market share is down.
These household names, their market cap is down 50% in 6 months. It's so bad that the shareholders are now also suing Stellantis.
Stellantis has been trying to cut costs by delaying factory openings, laying off union workers, and offering buyouts to salaried employees.
They're just getting lawsuits all over the place. And then you have a brand like Toyota where their inventory problems are a little bit different.
Toyota is recalling more than 100,000 SUVs and pickup trucks. There's a potential for debris from the manufacturing process contaminating the engine.
The name of the Tundra right now is not a good name. And because of that, you're seeing that consumers are not buying them, and not just because quality, but you look at prices too. Prices are so high, and you're really looking at prices across the board with trucks, no matter what brand you're looking at, have gone absolutely insane. Okay, so check this out. This is one of Ford's lowest trim levels. This is an XLT, and on this truck, the price is still $61,000. Here's a Tundra right here. Let's just pick one out. $65,000 MSRP on this thing. Absolutely insane. I mean, just check out this dealership I'm on right now. This is actually not a new lot right here. This is a used storage lot. Their new lot is right over there. But what do they have on their used storage lot? They have brand new trucks almost in every spot here because they don't have enough room over there. They have a full line of Grand Cherokees over there. They have a full line of Wagoneers, a full line of Wagoneers. They have like 20, 25 of them. That's a lot of money in interest payments that this dealership is going to have to pay every single month because Stellantis threw away their base and went a completely different way. They wanted to be a luxury brand. They wanted to make more money per vehicle. Well, how's that working out? All right, but we do have some RAV4s right here, so let's check them out. It's a white one. I actually like this color a lot. It's like the pearl white. It is a 2024 RAV4. It's the color is ice cap. I like that. The trim is an adventure all-wheel drive. I've actually not seen that that trim level, but it's $41,000 after your add-ons. Yeah, still right there at $41,000. And I want to just note this right here. They've got a $500 add-on. I don't like any add-ons, but $500 is the lower level of the amount of add-ons that I typically see at dealerships. And all of Stellantis' problems, in my opinion, come from the top down. They start at the CEO and they go down throughout the company.
The dealer body, and evidently the UAW as well, believes we're on a bad track that was all self-inflicted.
The decisions that are made as far as what vehicles are going to be produced for consumers, those decisions lie at the top. And when they choose to go away from what their base was and they choose to make more high margin products and they try to choose to turn themselves into a luxury brand that Jeep has not been known for, well, when you pivot to that and you throw away your base, what do you expect to happen? Jeep is such a household name. There's so many loyal people that will only want to buy Wranglers. They only want to buy Jeep Grand Cherokees. And they've just thrown those people out because, I mean, the base model, the rugged four-wheel drive, what you could buy from a Jeep, and the quality was good. But now it's a luxury brand. You're having to pay luxury brand prices for a Jeep. You're having to pay $70,000, $80,000 for some of these high-level Grand Cherokees. You're having to pay $90,000, $100,000. There's one here that's $123,000 for a Jeep Grand Wagoneer. This is not what Jeep was built to be. This is not what Ram was built to be. This is not what Chrysler, Dodge, this is not what they were. And when you change everything, especially in a market where everything costs more and you're trying to get more margin out of your product, this is when you alienate your base, that major company. A major company is such a good company, such a household brand name, and now it's not. Now it's going to go away. And here's the other one. It's a XLE Let's look at this one. It should be a lower level trim. The color is midnight black metallic. I like that. It's 2024 Toyota RAV4 XLE front wheel drive. MSRP on this is $33,000. This is what people want. Small SUVs, sub $35,000. This is why they're selling. This is why there's not very many RAV4s on this lot, and there's a lot of $65,000 trucks sitting on this lot. And here we go. Here's another. I mean, not a lot of Camrys, so you'll see really any cars, but we got a Camry right here. This is more of what consumers want. I like the lines on this thing. That car kind of looks mean a little bit. A little sporty car. Let's check it out. 2025 Toyota Camry hybrid. It's SE trim. There we go. MSRP $34,000. Still on the high side of sedans, but this, I mean, it's nice. I like it. Anyway, so that's more of the inventory problems that Toyota is dealing with. I mean, one Prius, 3 or 4 RAV4s, one Camry. I see one Corolla. Yeah, that's hard for a lot of these dealers, and especially a lot of these salespeople, because if you've got somebody coming in and they want a Camry and they want a certain color, we probably can't sell it to you. But if you want a Tundra or Tacoma of any color, we can help you out there. Oh well, I don't want that. I want something I can actually buy. And here is the cheapest thing that is on this Toyota lot. This is a Toyota Corolla, little 4-door sedan, Corolla LE model. And the MSRP on this is, I say MSRP, but I mean, you know, Toyota's got their own little methodology for the MSRP, and it's the TSRP, $24,641. Cheapest thing that Toyota is going to have here. I don't know if this is the most popular vehicle from Honda. I would guess, because you think about like RAV4 from Toyota, small SUV. This is what a lot of people are wanting. They're not wanting to break the bank on a larger SUV, and they don't want a sedan. So this is probably where they land. This is a 2025 CR-V hybrid all-wheel drive sport. MSRP $37,955 with your add-ons, $40,000. Not a big fan of add-ons, but some dealerships just continue to have them, especially at more highly desirable brands like you think Toyota, Honda. Going to be more likely to still have add-ons, at least displayed. Always negotiate those off, because you don't need nitrogen. Nitrogen's in the air. I hate nitrogen.
Several officers of Stellantis' National Dealer Council sent an open letter to the company, accusing management of being behind the troubles.
And in my opinion, here's what I think will probably happen. You will either go straight to bankruptcy if upper management is stubborn about these brands, and then maybe you will have the government step in and do a bailout. I hope that's not the case, because I don't want to pay for Stellantis' stupidity, and that's what will end up happening. Maybe.
The whole discussion on Stellantis has basically collapsed. We're not talking about free cash flows, we're not talking about long-term EV strategy, we're not talking about market position or the China Leapmotor joint venture. We're only talking about how much will it cost the company to get rid of the US inventory.
The other situation could be that someone comes in and tries to save the brands by buying them. You'll have, I mean, Chrysler's been sold how many times? It might be another situation where this happens, where maybe, okay, Jeep goes its separate way. Maybe Ram gets bought by somebody else. Maybe you have Chrysler that's bought by maybe even a family member. We've seen an open letter about that.
My vision is to save Chrysler.
Like Jeep, the name Jeep has value. So hopefully someone can come in and save the name of Jeep. But here's the problem. When you have somebody that's going to come in and buy, and they're going to retool the whole brand, R&D, the amount of time it takes to produce new vehicles, maybe vehicles that people want, maybe more affordable vehicles, it's going to take years, because they have to develop the vehicle and then they have to mass scale it. So if someone were to buy it today and turn the ship around and decide to go a different route, well, it's going to be 2 years from now before you start seeing those vehicles come onto the market. So it might be a little too late for a lot of these brands. They might already be burning so much cash. They might already be so far gone that even if someone were to come in and try to change things today, the brand is already trash. because you have these dealers. What are these dealers going to do? There's dealers in North Carolina right now under the Jeep Dodge Ram franchise that want to get rid of their franchise. They just want to give it up. And I've seen other reports of dealer groups that buy franchises that they wouldn't take a Jeep Dodge Ram dealership if you gave it to them for free, because they know it'd cost them so much money in the interest that they'd have to pay for it. So it's the most undesirable brand right now that you can even imagine in the car market, and it costs more money to own it than what a lot of these dealerships are getting out of it. It's a sad place in the car market right now to be on one of these Jeep Dodge Ram dealerships and know what's going on behind the scenes. And these salespeople, I don't even know how they make a living, because I know they're not selling a lot of cars here. These same trucks, were 50s, 40s, just not that long ago, and now we've had this massive increase in price, and it's really showing from the consumer that a dealer like Toyota, the most sought after brand that you can buy right now, and they have a truck problem. And the other issue that Toyota is having right now is the vehicles that they can sell. You think about the RAV4s, Camrys, Corollas, more affordable vehicles that people really want right now. Look at the ratio. There's a few of them peppered in at this dealership, but the ratio is so skewed towards how many Tacomas and Tundras are on this dealer lot right here versus, okay, you got one Prius sitting there. There's a couple little RAV4s that are scattered down. You got a Corolla Cross that's over here. But for every one of these vehicles that a consumer would want to buy, that a consumer can actually afford right now, you have 10 times the amount of Tundras and Tacomas sitting on this lot. This is a inventory nightmare for these Toyota dealers, because I talked to these salespeople. It doesn't matter how much they're discounting these Tundras right now, they can't sell them. The name is so tarnished. The motors that they put into these Tundras were the absolute wrong direction for them to go, because the Tacoma, the Tundra buyer, it's not what they wanted, and it's showing. You can see it right here. But just to show like the truck problem, this is not a dealership problem. It's not like they're putting $5,000, $10,000 market adjustments on trucks that they can't sell, like we've seen at some maybe Ram dealers, or thousands and thousands of dollars of add-ons. It's $500. This is not a dealership problem here either. It's a manufacturer problem. It's a manufacturer of these Tacomas, these Tundras. It's a Toyota problem. It's not a dealer problem. Another problem at this Toyota dealership, and I just realized, what's the flagship SUV for Toyota? It's a 4Runner, right? There's not one 4Runner on this lot. So more problems, too many trucks, not enough affordable vehicles, and flagship model vehicles, very sought after 4Runners. They don't have, I can't imagine being a salesperson in a Toyota dealership right now. And I know they're selling a lot of vehicles, and but this is a problem when a consumer walks up and they're trying to show a variety of vehicles, and it's just trucks. Oh, you want a 4Runner? Well, we can order one for you. It's tough. It's tough as a salesperson for Toyota when you're getting allocations. And I've talked to some salespeople at this actual dealership, and what they explained to me is that when their allocations come in, I think he said twice a month, is that even if you're off, you need to come in, or you need to know what's exactly coming in on that truck, and you're working that day, making phone calls from home or whatever, calling your client list that are waiting on vehicles to come in. So if you've got somebody that wants that 4Runner, if it comes in on your day off, then you've got to know that 4Runner is on that truck that day, and you're calling your customer that wants that 4Runner and say, okay, I can meet you up here if you want to get it bought. Because that day, all of those highly desirable vehicles that are coming in, they're going to get sold. They're going to be spoken for that day. So it's very tough for a salesperson, because how they make money is by selling cars. They work on commission. So if they miss that truck, they might not be making very much money for that 2-week period until they're waiting for the next truck to come in with the vehicles that they can actually sell. That's very difficult, probably very frustrating for not only the sales staff, but for the sales manager, franchise manager, I mean, everybody. F&I takes a hit too, because if vehicles aren't, I mean, if they don't have the vehicles that their customers actually want to be sold, then F&I can't write their deals in the back too. So everyone gets hit on the sales team whenever it's very difficult to have the cars that people actually want to buy.